My name remains Sophia West, wishing you life and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this live, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I will be talking about how to remove negative energy from people that have been affected by gay sex rituals. This video is going to be a continuation from yesterday's video on the secret power of gay sex rituals and why some certain type of people indulge in those kind of practices. In the video of yesterday, I told you that the essence of people engaging in this homosexual acts is a form of ritual whereby they can be able to generate negative energy and project or manifest this negative energy in the world, or to use it to push their will into this world. And this is the primary purpose of this kind of rites that we see people like Puff Daddy and certain secret societies in the world today engage themselves in. We see this mostly in the Catholic Church and pedophiles organizations. We also see this in the music industry, the entertainment industry. We see this everywhere. And one thing you're going to notice, as this thing is not only exclusive to the big time people, it is not only in the big leagues that you see this. This behavior also happens in boarding schools. Yes, junior and senior secondary boarding schools that we have, especially in Nigeria. This behavior also happens there. We have students in boarding houses that put their own mates or young students into these homosexual acts. A place like Nigeria, we have this issue in a lot of boarding houses. This is one of the reasons why I always tell parents, do not put your children in boarding house. I don't know about any other country, but in Nigeria, boarding houses are very dangerous place for you to send your children to, especially your teenage children. When they are growing up, a lot of parents, I don't understand whether it's due to laziness or due to lack of time or to affection to take care of their kids. They will just, and when the child get to a certain age, they will just ship the child to a boarding house school, pay them money. Most times, these boarding houses school, they are owned by Catholic Church. They will say that this is a religious school, that they are going to teach the child morals, good behavior. But what those places are cocoons whereby these children are exposed to all sort of evil. They are exposed to sexual molestation. They are exposed to drugs, to bad characters, and these children are just destroyed. By the time they come back from the boarding house, they are something else. We have had many cases in Nigeria of children being sexually harassed and molested, including raped by fellow students and teachers in boarding houses. And this homosexual lesbianism thing in Nigeria is usually start from the boarding house system. So what you see something like Puff Daddy doing is not only in America and Hollywood. It is done in our public secondary schools right here in Africa. Okay, so many times we have had cases of children, even boys, they go to boarding houses and then they get initiated into this kind of situations whereby they are molested by senior students. We have videos from time to time. There are scandals in these schools where they will be videoing themselves, students sexually harassing other students, molesting other students. This is a very common situation in Nigeria. So it is the same thing that you're going to find people like the Puff Daddy doing, like the Ivan Weston, Jeffrey Epstein's. They also do these kind of things. Students that have negative energy, maybe they have been exposed to that kind of bad behavior from their own background. Their parents or somebody close to them have molested or abused them, and they send those students to school, to the public school system, and then these students carry that character to the school, and they start doing that evil thing to other innocent students. So what you have here is that during these acts of these processes, negative energy is transferred from somebody to another person. So what will happen now, this child or this new person will now become like a beacon of negative energy, or it will start having this kind of behavior that is molesters have given to him. And they feel that this is the way to live, this is how people behave. So they will not take this behavior consciously or unconsciously, and they will start transferring the same thing to other people. So what happens is that they start creating negative human beings, people that are filled with negative energy, people that are wicked, that are ruthless, that are just evil all over the place. So the problem now comes that when somebody has been a victim to this kind of behavior, how do we help them? This is what I want to talk today. A lot of people talk about this topic, but they don't talk how we can be able to solve the problem. When somebody has been abused like this, in this way, what can we do to help them? And what can we do to remove this negative energy from them and make them better people? This is what I want to talk today on this channel, okay? But before then, let's do our customary libation. So by all means, bring out your whiskey, your bourbon, your ogogoro, your akpeteshi, your wine, ogos, anything that suits your ganja intermittently. Bring out something. If you have vodka, linka, cognac, all those stuff that you have in your best cabinets. Okay, this is one of my most favorite stuff that I usually use for my libations. Okay, so bring out your moonshine. Okay, and this one is very good though. Don't play with this stuff. Why don't play with it? Okay, you can try it from time to time. Very, very important. Okay, this one will charge your battery to 100%. Just a small one. So first of all, I'll be calling upon him, the one and only Primus Inter Paris, Babalegua, aka Baroski, aka Quinsu, aka the one that is in charge of all the decision-making process in the world, the one that sits at the crossroads. I give you your drink today. I thank you. I ask that you open the gates to the spirit worlds, to every aspect of our divinity, and to the crossroads, so that the rest of the deities will come in. And I ask that you always give us the impetus to always make the right decisions in any situation that we find ourselves in this life. I call upon Oshun, Mother of Love, Mother of Divinity, Mother of Productivity, Prosperity, Procreation. I give you a drink today. I ask that your spirit, your love, your guidance, and protection be with us today. I call upon Apu. I ask that you give us the ability to manage our limited time on this earth efficiently. That you give us the ability to stand for the truth, to say the truth, and to be able to confront the enemy when we engage them. I call upon Asa. I ask for the spirit of understanding. Give us the ability to do the things that needs to be done. I call upon Basset, aka Ologbushere, aka the Black Panther. Ask that you give us the power, animate our spirits, empower our spirits to be able to be resilient, to be indomitable, and to fulfill our destiny in this lifetime and the next. I call upon our ancestral ancestors of our motherland. I call upon Aziza, Olokun, Omalokun, Egbesu, Ofurie, Ohore, Ujure, our great African gods and goddesses that are guiding us, that are protecting us, that are animating us. I ask for their spirit to be with us, to stand with us, and to continue to do the great work of removing our people from the shackles of mental slavery and religious indoctrination. Is I call upon our great spirits of our brothers and sisters, great men, people worthy of emulation, people that have stand before us, that have created great things. People like Marcus Garvey, Ashe, Martin Luther King, Ashe, Malcolm X, Ashe, Michael Jackson, Ashe, Bob Marley, Ashe, Inoko Rashidi, Ashe, Theophilus Ubenga, Ashe, Harriet Tubman, Ashe, uh, Fela Nicola Kokuti, Ashe. Great people that are worthy of emulation, Lucky Dube, Ivan Septima, good men, great men, powerful men. I give them this drink today. I ask that their spirit continue to point us in the right direction, continue to guide us, continue to protect us, continue to stand with us this day. I also call upon the spirits of those people that nobody remember their name. I give them their drink this day. People that died during the Arab slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, the Middle Passage, in the area of colonization, people that died in South Africa, Namibia, Congo, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Angola, Kenya, Cameroon, Liberia, Sierra Leone, all those places, Niger. I give them the drink this day. I also ask that the people that are in prison, still suffering or one form of incarceration or the other, I give them this drink today. I ask that the blood of our ancestors should speak for us, to guide, protect us, and let their spirit continue to bless us, to help us, and let their blood continue to cry out for justice, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. We ask for prosperity, we ask for long life, we ask for strength, we ask for the ability to do what needs to be done for freedom and emancipation of the indigenous people of this world. We say this mighty prayer in the name of Amen-Ra, in the name of Ogene, in the name of Olodumare, in the name of Ekwensu, in the name of Shuku, in the name of all our African gods and goddesses that stand for truth, justice, righteousness, and harmonious balance. Siagwari is done. So I thank you once again for joining me in this very, very Konwa act. So it's a great pleasure. So today is the day we talk about how to help these people. If we have a situation whereby somebody has been exposed to these activities that is concocted by these evil people, what do we do for them? These are the things we can do for them. This situation can be unwillingly. Most times it's usually unwillingly, especially in the area whereby the person is under the influence of these evil people. Where you have kids that have been exposed to this kind of molestation in the boarding houses. How do we solve this problem? And if you have friends, or you are somebody that maybe you are in the entertainment industry, and you go to one of these parties and then your drink is spiked, then you wake up, you discover that you have been molested by the people that invited you. How do you solve this problem? The first thing is that you need to speak out. They say silent is consent. So if somebody do something to you, somebody did something bad to you against your will, it doesn't matter how they try to paint it to make it look like it's your fault. It is not your fault. When you go to party, somebody invited you to party, then the person is trying to force you to overdrink. This is a big problem. You are not supposed to be telling somebody to drink that you are trying to get close. Everybody have capacity. If you go to party, somebody you told you have enough, the person is telling you drink more. You need to call them to order, okay? Or you need to excuse them that you are going. Sometimes they will playfully be encouraging you to drink more and to put you in that state. And at the end of the day, they will make it look like it's all your fault. You came to the party, you didn't regulate yourself, you got drunk, and then this happened, and then they are not responsible. In fact, you initiated everything. They will want to twist it like you are the one that is responsible, and you are the one that enabled this kind of thing. You need to accept yourself and be clear on what really happened and tell them it is not your fault. You were deceived or you were manipulated. All this needs to come out very well. A friend that respects you will not take undue advantage of you, even if you are drunk or inebriated. They will treat you with respect. So any friend that takes advantage of you because you are drunk or you got high, that person is not your friend. That person is your enemy, and that person is a predator. You should know this. If somebody really likes you, they will not take undue advantage of you. Anybody that manipulates you in this way is not your friend. So this is one of the first things you need to know. So if these kind of things happen, the first thing should be naturally to speak out. You should tell people that can be able to help you. You should tell the police too. Most of this time, these people try to behave in a way that it is not their fault, and it was just a party. No, this is not just a party. They use it as a cover up to do this kind of evil things. So they need to be exposed, and people need to be aware. One thing is that when people are aware of this case, whatever they did against you is a criminal offense, and it will be exposed, and that exposure will lead to people knowing about it. And the way people know about it, you are more keen to get justice. Okay, this is very good for your reputation, number one. It is very good that your reputation needs to be protected. When you keep quiet, you're already damaging your reputation. And you are also susceptible to blackmail, which will naturally come after this abuse. Blackmail will come. It doesn't matter where it happens. These people will also want to find a way to engage you in the practice or to be controlling and manipulating you. So if you keep quiet, they are going to use these secrets to be blackmailing you for as long as possible. So in other words, you become their slave. So in order for you to avoid this situation, you have to expose it by telling the appropriate authorities, instituting a kind of investigation. In this case, most people will be afraid because the perpetrators are usually much more wealthy, much more powerful than them, and they may not be able to institute any case on, or in a situation, most times they already pay the police and you can't do anything. But it will still be good to register some complaint against these people so that it will be on the records. This case of Puff Daddy now that it has been exposed, probably Puff Daddy have been doing this for a very long time, but things will not be the way it is if somebody did not report the case to police. Maybe other people have been keeping quiet. He has been intimidating them, probably paying some off, settling some, intimidating other people. But somebody at the end of the day still complains, still file a case. This is how the investigation opened. So you filing a case is a very good step to exposing these evil people and stopping this behavior, and also returning whatever shame or whatever kind of evil spirit that they want to put into you. You have to reject it. You have to reject it, and by saying no, by speaking against this thing, irrespective of the stigma that it will bring to you, you still need to speak against it. And trust me, you will get support from people that you don't expect will support you, because this thing, many people are aware that it happens in the society, and a lot of people don't like it. So you need to speak against it to get public support. Any play you can find, any platform, and any evidence you can get against these people, you need to keep that evidence, because you are going to use it against them. So the first thing you need to do is to gather evidence of this crime and keep the evidence. It can be recordings, it can be DNA evidence. You must keep it, because you are going to be having a case with these people, and it will help your case. Anything that you can get that will help your case, you have to keep it. The second thing is to go for counseling. You need to go for counseling. You need to talk to somebody that is matured, a psychologist. You need to be able to explain this thing to them. They say a problem shared is half solved. So talking to people instead of keeping quiet will help you to balance yourself, and to remove this negative energy that these people are trying to put on you. Then the next thing, which is very, very important, is that you need to go for spiritual cleansing. Very, very important. You must do spiritual cleansing. You must do spiritual baths. And you must also do health check, to check yourself very well, to do your medical check, get your medical report of anything that may have happened, and it must be well documented, and you must keep it. What will happen during the spiritual cleansing is that any kind of evil spirits or spell that these people, or hexes that these people have tried to put on you, it needs to clean from your body. You need to clean it from your body so that it will not attach themselves to you. So you must do spiritual cleansing. You must do spiritual baths, intensive spiritual baths, to wipe off all this negative energy so that it will not affect you. Why this is good is that any kind of thing that these people want you to become, if they want you to become like them, you will not become like them, helping them to do their evil work of polluting or destroying other people. So you must clean that negative energy from you. You must not allow it to grow or nurture inside you. You cannot allow it to say, because they did this to me, I must do it to other people. It is the way of life. It is the new orientation I have. This is how people live life. So you must not accept that. Once you accept that, meaning those people have succeeded in changing you into a monster. And this is their aim, to change you into a monster, to be evil like them. So you must do the spiritual baths, do the spiritual cleansing, and you must seek justice against them. By seeking justice, you are actually fighting them, both spiritually and physically, and you are coming against them that this thing needs to stop and these people needs to be punished. So you must seek justice, you must seek for damages, and what this will do is that it will expose them and it will destroy them. That mentality, that evil stuff they want to put into you, it will going to return it to them, and they will be exposed. What will happen is that their reputation will be destroyed. The evil they are doing, everybody is going to know it, and the government might come against them. Their properties can be seized, their businesses, their empires will be crumpled, and that negative thing that they are doing will destroy them quite naturally. So this is what is the best way to go about dealing with these people. So keeping quiet and allowing saying that people is going to tarnish your image is only going to make it worse. So you must seek justice and you must expose these people. This is the best way to go about it. Okay, this is the best way to go about it, because these people, they are predators. They are not going to stop until they get caught. There have been many cases of whereby students are molested in secondary schools by these people, and there was no justice. They report the case to school. School did not do anything. Some students will even go and report this case to their parents. Their parents will still beat them and blame them for the incident. This is not, you should not blame the victims. You should support the victims. So at the end of the day, these students feel that it is normal. So the students, they become gay, and they started carrying this character. They come home, they start abusing and molesting other children, and then they just become like this. I have seen students like this in Nigeria that went to boarding house, then they learn how to become gay in boarding house. They come out and they start molesting other children in the area, and they carry this behavior all through life, thinking it is normal, because when it happened to them, nobody supported them, nobody speak that this is wrong, nobody stood for them. So they have no help. So they just think that this is how life is, and then they start doing the same thing. But when this happened to people and they actually see that support, people came out to say, no, this is wrong, we cannot allow this to happen, we must support you. Their orientation is going to change. They will know that what happened to them is a bad thing, and they will not want to do this kind of thing to other people. So we must support the victims of this situation. We must not condemn them, or we must not blame them. If we really want to get rid of this negative energy transmission, We must support the victim, and we must try to seek justice for them, to show that there is goodness in this world, and there is actually justice in this world. So this is things we must do for these people. We must support them, because we can't allow this kind of evil people, this kind of perpetrators to be in the society, and we can't allow this. Okay, most times this thing is very common, especially in the Catholic Church, where you will see priests molesting young boys, and nobody can help them. They will face this molestation for years. These children will grow up to become twisted. They will not even know have any sexual orientation. These are the people that we identify as bisexual or transsexual, any kind of sexual nonsense. For them, they will think this is normal. This is not normal. In schools, we have teachers in the boarding house molesting students, and also senior students that have this character. They also molest junior students. So it is better for parents not to take their children to boarding houses. It's good that you try to see your children every day. At least your children, they go to school, they come back, you can be able to monitor them. But when you ship them off to a far boarding house, and your children, you don't know what, you are not in close contact with them. Sometimes most of these parents, they hate these children. When the children tell them what is going on, the parents don't believe. The children cannot even tell the parents what is going on at school. So this is something that is very wrong. As a parents, you need to have close understanding with your children. Your children needs to be like your best friend, so that they can tell you things that they experience, they can tell you things that they see. So when things are happening like this, they can be able to tell you, this is what is happening in my school, and you can take action very quickly. So you must have good contact with your good relationship with your children, friendship, whereby you talk very openly. They can be able to tell you, if they go out, they see somebody taking drugs, they will say, Mom, Dad, I see somebody taking drugs, I see somebody with a gun, I see somebody like this. But in Africa, most times, parents are sometimes very mean to their children. Their children cannot tell them what they see outside the home. So this is a very wrong approach. So to protect your children, you must be friends with them, so that they can be telling you if somebody touched them inappropriately, or a friend have this kind of behavior. They should be able to know what is going on, so you can be able to stop all these kind of behaviors. Okay, so that your children don't become victims to these negative predators. Okay, so getting in touch, or having constant communication with your children is very important as a parents, so that they can be updating you with anything that is happening around them. When they see something, they say something. This will help you a lot to solve this kind of problems. Then for these people that are superstars, that are musicians, entertainers, athletes, when you come across this kind of people, as an adult, you're supposed to be able to know. But some people, unfortunately, they want to be rich, or they want to make it in life. They want to be popular. They want to be famous. They are ready to do anything. Even if they know that this is what they are going to do, they want to do it because they want to become famous. Those people, there's nothing we can say about those ones. There's nothing to write home about them. They have no dignity, no morality. There's nothing like that in their dictionary. These kind of people even naturally look for opportunities to go and engage in these practices, just so that they can become famous and rich. So we have those people that will do anything for money. We have them in society. But for those people that are not ready to do anything for money, if you find yourself in this situation whereby you are trying to go further in life, and you meet a glass ceiling, and there are people try to invite you to parties, and they try to seduce you or spike your drink to put you inside this kind of thing, you should speak out. You should not keep quiet, because keep quiet is that you are enabling this kind of behavior, and you are subjecting yourself to blackmail. And what will happen is that you might get the things you want, but you will end up in depression. You will end up as a drug addict. You will end up with a very miserable life. and you will not be happy for the rest of your life. So if you know that you don't want to find yourself in a situation whereby you are, everybody thinks you are okay, but you are not okay. This is how you hear that some superstars are just commit suicide. They have money, they have everything in the world, but you just wake up the next day, we hear that the person committed suicide. The person jumped from a 50-story building. The person just slit their wrists. Everybody will be asking, what happened? We thought this person have a perfect life. They don't know that they have a dark secret. People just drink sniper, they just die. If you know you don't want to end up like that, you have to be very careful. And you have to protect yourself by having principles. You have to have principles in life. So when you are a man of principle, people know you, and bad people will naturally avoid you. When they know that you can't be corrupted, you can't be manipulated, and if they involve you in this kind of evil thing, you are going to expose them because you have principle. They will stay clear from you. Even when you try to meet them, you ask them for help, for assistance, they will not help you because they know that you will not do the things they want you to do. They know that they will not be able to control you, they will not be able to manipulate you, and you will always be who you are, so they will not help you. So when you approach certain people for help and they are refusing, you should be able to know that you and these people do not align. Okay? So don't feel bad when your career is not moving the way it's supposed to be moving. Just stick by your principles. It is better that way. In this channel, when I started the YouTube channel, I told you, if you have been watching me for the last 3 years, how some agents approached me and they promised to give me money, about $4,000 every month if I change my message. I refuse. Even the so-called gay people have approached me. They want me to be talking about promoting homosexuality on this channel for money. I refused. My first website was given to me by undercover agent from Israel. A Mossad agent from Israel want me to be manipulating my message to promote gay behavior to African people. I rejected it. We had a problem. If you have been following me, you will know about that history. So you need to have principles and stick by them. Even if the channel is not big, I am contented with the channel like this. People that really want to learn African spirituality will still locate this channel. The spirits will direct them here. So for me, it's not about getting the biggest channel. There are prices to pay for everything. Okay, there are prices to pay. So in any field that you are in, you should know this. People are there that controls things, that manipulates the news, messages, and they have agendas that they control or they want people to do. So when you are in a field like your acting, entertainment, these people will contact you. They will promise to blow your career, to make you very popular and wealthy if you do the things that they want you to do. So you have to have principles. If you don't have principles, you can fall for this and they start manipulating you. This kind of things happen in life. Okay, it is normal. When you are in certain industries, you will see things that happen. So it just depends on you and what you want to do with your life. So money is not everything. Popularity is not everything. Fame is not everything. How you get there matters. What do you do for this kind of things matters. Are you going to sell your dignity, your integrity, your morality, your mental health because you want to be wealthy or because you want to be rich and famous? These are the things that you should ask yourself. And if somebody involve you in this kind of things without your consent, what should you do? Okay, my advice to you is that you should not keep quiet. You should speak out. You should go for counseling. You should do spiritual baths to remove all these things from your body, and you should persecute them. Seek justice, and you will get it. So this is the way I see this topic, and for me, this is the best way that we can treat this kind of issue, so that peace and harmony and balance can be in the society and in the life of our people. So we need to speak truth. We need to stand by what is truthful, and we need to also represent what we stand for, which is our African spirituality, which is in balance, and which is the emanation of positive energy in the world today. Peace, harmony, unity, love, and every good things. This is what we stand for, not negativity, not pollution or destroying or perpetrating evil in this world. That is not what we stand for. Okay. So this is what I have to say today on this topic. Questions or comments are welcome. I would like to know your opinions on how to deal with these situations that we have today. I would like to know it. Very, very interesting. So I thank you very much for watching and for joining me. And of course, if you have not gotten my book, for people that are interested in making contact with the Kemetic deities, these are the ancient Egyptian deities, our patrons. This material is written to give you that information on how to do these rituals, on how to make contact with these spirits, to bring them into your life, and to bring them into your space and your sphere of operation. The rites in this book are very easy to follow, easy to understand, and straight to the point. You don't need to fly to Africa. You don't need to come and think of to rent hotel, to do many things, to pay for flight tickets. You can just get this book and you can do these rituals from any part of the world, and you can connect with them naturally. Okay, it's just $100. It's not expensive, but very, very powerful. So you need to get this book. Then if you also want to learn how to do spells, Walking in the Shadow of the Gods, very powerful book. Over 200 spells are here. There's a spell for love, for open doors, for health, well-being, protection. Everything is here. This book will increase your capacity in no small way. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. So if you want to increase your capacity, your knowledge base, just get this book, and you can practice your spirituality from any part of the world. It is just $100. If you are into herbology, plantology, aromatherapy, root work, Udu, Voodoo, Santeria, Palo Mayombe, Quimbanda, Hubanda, Igbe, Ifa. Any kind of practice, even a medical doctor, you still need this book. Because there are many secrets here that you're not going to find anywhere. So get your copy and start practicing now. Now wait till you not know now your mate pass you. They say know your way, not because. Then if you want to know about the interrelationship between science and African spirituality, the physical evidence, the origin of modern science, and how is this topic of quantum physics, what are they discussing, how does it relate with African spirituality, and how can I apply my knowledge of African spirituality to bring prosperity, enlightenment, advancement, understanding to my life. This book, I cover the topic extensively. This is a book that talks about the things that they're not going to teach you in your Western curriculum. When you go to your universities in Nigeria, over in America, they want to give you the impression that every knowledge was gotten from Europe and nothing is from Africa. They give you the impression that they are your gods, that they are the originators of this, they are inventors of everything good, and then you know nothing. They teach, where they teach knowledge is inferior, that black people contribute nothing. They are liars, and they are evil people. So you need to know the truth. So in this book, I placed the truth here, everything about the origin of their religion, the origin of modern day science, all the physical evidence is here with references. So this book will clear your doubts, especially if you are a new build into African spirituality, or even if you are advanced, you want to update yourself with new knowledge on space travel, negative space, all this stuff. This book is very, very explosive and explanatory, and it's simple to understand as well. It's just $50, you can get it. Then if you want to learn your African spirituality, I teach it here. I have a 6 months program where I teach from the history, the science, the metaphysics, and everything. This class is not a free class. One idiot approached me yesterday that he want to learn for free. I told this man that nothing is free in this world. You cannot expect somebody to do a lot of research and then just give it away for free. This person is under the impression or the false mentality that African spirituality, everybody that practices is a thief because they ask for money. And this person is an idiot quite naturally because he wants to reap where he did not sow. I told him that look at every spiritual system in the world today. For you to rebuild any spiritual system, people must contribute money to it. Look at Christianity. The churches that they are building, is it not money that they used to build it? Look at Islam. The mosques that they have, is it not money? Look at Buddhism, Hinduism, Shintoism. All these people use money to build their religion. Look at ancient Egypt. You see the pyramids. You see all the temples that they built. The temple of Edfu, of Dendera, of Karnak. All the millions of temples. Even in Sudan, they have over 250 pyramids. People contributed money to build all this. Now you want to learn African spirituality. You want to learn it for free. And if I don't teach you for free, therefore I am a thief, right? So I talked to the man. I looked at this man. I say, this man does not have sense, or he wants to kind of insult me. You cannot casual or blackmail me to teach you for free. This book that I print, I didn't print it for free. I spent money to do research, to do this book, to bring this knowledge out here. Nobody did anything for free for me here. Then I cannot give this knowledge out for free. If you want to really support African spirituality as a practitioner, you must contribute to it. Whether you like it or not, you must contribute. If you don't contribute to it, that means you are not actually supporting it. You are just trying to steal from it. If people don't support African spirituality, it will not grow. So I told the man that it's just a matter of you. Whether you like it or not, you must support it if you really want it to grow. The matter is that, who are you giving your money to? Are you giving your money to the person that is going to embezzle it, use it for your own selfish or personal interest? Or are you actually giving it to somebody that will use it to promote, advance, and develop the practice? This is what it entails. So you have to find people that are actually trying to preserve, to promote, and to grow the practice. Those are the people you should support. So whether you like it or not, you must give your money to somebody. It's just a matter of who are you giving it to. So because somebody say is doing something, is not doing it for free, that person is a bad person. This is a very wrong thing. Okay? When people do any kind of spiritual practice, you must come together, invest in it to make it grow. The problem with African spirituality is that a lot of people do not value it. And a lot of people do not understand what is going on here, and they do not see the benefit of it. So they don't want to invest or support it. So when you talk about African spirituality, they think it's something that is very common because we black people have been made to hate ourselves, to hate our spiritual practice. So they don't see any value or any importance that say me to spend money to buy book on African spirituality is a waste of money. Why will I do that? And this is Africans, is our spell, our own work. We should be entitled to it. If you are entitled to it, you will not get anything from it. Okay? Entitlement does not work here. This entitlement mentality is why you come to Africa. You see a lot of shrines are underdeveloped. They are very dirty and unkept because people don't think that we have to build a temple. We have to build a shrine. In fact, many people only remember African spirituality when they have problems. 90% of people in coming here are people that when they have problems, Western medicine and religion cannot solve that problem, and then they come to African spirituality. This is the problem we're having. So if you have this problem, then when somebody come, say they want to do something, do you expect me to do it for them for free? If I am running a free clinic here, I would have closed this YouTube channel a long time ago. Contrary to what people think, YouTube doesn't pay us anything they don't pay us for these videos we do. I told people that since I started YouTube, I've never received more than $200 a month. YouTube pay peanuts for views, and now they have even reduced it to half. So we don't make money on YouTube. Don't think that I am making money on YouTube by doing videos every day. YouTube doesn't pay. If you think what I'm saying is a lie, go and open your own YouTube channel. If you think I am raking money from views on this channel, you are totally mistaken. Go and open your YouTube channel and you will see what I'm telling you about. I cannot come here to lie that YouTube is paying me one big money. YouTube never pay me anything more than $200 a month. Go and ask YouTube. I can show you my account balance in YouTube, my statements. So we don't make money here. If you want to support this program, you can support it by buying my books. Okay? I don't do things for free, because if I'm doing things for free, I cannot sustain this practice. So for those people coming here telling me this kind of story, it makes me upset. Some people think that what I am doing is easy. If you think what I'm doing is easy, then you should try it. And open your YouTube and try to see if you can actually do it like that. It's a very difficult thing to do, and it takes your time and energy. So the passion of me doing these videos is to teach this subject and to make sure that my message gets across to people. Because I have seen that a lot of people don't teach this subject, and they don't even know the subject, and they claim to be masters and babalawos and priests. I see them playing dress up on YouTube as well, and they don't know anything. And they even charge people more than me. They charge $10,000 to $5,000 for initiation. I don't do that. I tell you, bring $600 and you get this raw knowledge. Some people are still trying to talk down on me. It's very, very insulting and demeaning. I have to say this. So for those people that have those kind of mentality, you're not going to get anything from here. Okay? If you want to reap where you do not sow, it will not work. If you really want to support African spirituality, you must support it with your investment, with your, you support it with your commitments, by patronizing it, by developing it, advancing it, also studying it as well, and passing the knowledge to the next generation. With time, we are going to be building our temples and building our own communities with time. But now, this is time for knowledge dissemination. So whether you like it or not, it needs money for growth. People that build pyramids, they contributed money. People that build all the artifacts in Egypt, they use money to build it. People that did the ones in Benin, it is money. Those things are really expensive. So don't think that you can practice African spirituality effectively without contributing anything to it. That is a thief man approach. Now you also come and steal. You. If everybody had that mentality, African spirituality will die. If everybody had that mentality of that man yesterday, African spirituality will be zero. Nowhere to be found. So we have to change that mentality. We support each other. Okay, I am not here to beg. I don't come here to ask. I will never ask for people to contribute money to me. I will only tell you that, look, the knowledge is here. You want the knowledge, you buy products, you buy the books. It will help you. If you want to buy spiritual products, I sell it. Okay? But I will never come and say, contribute money to me. I want to build something. Contribute money to me for crowdfunding. I will not do that. I have many things. I will do my consultation work. I will do my spell work. I will sell my books. And I will teach my program. I will get money from there. Okay? I will give value for my services, or value for what people order. That is what I can do. So don't come and say, I am charging. I will do everything for free. This is not a charity organization. If you know you don't want to support me, you can support other people, maybe somebody from your village, somebody that is your brother, your tribesman. You can support that one. It's not a problem. But who are you supporting? Are you supporting somebody that is actually doing the work? This is the main thing. You must support somebody. So if you want to support somebody that you see that is making a difference, that is doing the work. Not somebody that is just there running their mouth and playing dress up and not doing anything. So it's just a matter of who are you supporting. So this is the way I see it too. So it involves money, whether you like it or not. We need money to grow, to build community, to build temples. Like all other spiritual organizations, it must be manifested in the physical world and in the spiritual world. So this is the way it is. So I hope that I've been able to clear those people that are saying all this kind of nonsense about African spirituality. If you not give me, another person could give me. Person that see value in my work and they get value from the work, they will see reason with it. So as far as you are getting value wherever you have, I have no problem with it. So this is the way I see the whole thing also. I thank you very much for watching today. Very delighted. For those people that have been supporting this channel, patronizing me, buying the books and materials, I thank you very much. and they have been seeing the efficacy of the things that they are getting, and everything is working well for them. I am very delighted. Okay, then for others in the future too, we are all free to do research, make our own minds on what we want to do with our life, and I'm not worried. With time, they say where breeze blow, foul yansh go open. I have been here for 4 years now. If I have been running scam here, by now I would have been exposed. If I have been saying lies or trying to take people, 4 years I've been on YouTube, people have been seeing my face. I don't have any issue with anybody. I don't have any scandal. This is to tell you that I have a reputation and I protect my reputation and I do things exactly as I say them. So this is me for you. I've been in YouTube for 4 years. I have been teaching, doing the work, and I am still here. Okay, so for those people that are trying to talk down on me, I'm waiting to see what you can also do too. What have you done for African spirituality? What are you doing for African spirituality? I want to see it. I can show you my own. I also want to see your own works that you are doing too. So I am waiting for you. I will not see anything. I want to see your handwork. So continue to say bad things about me, and we continue to be here doing the work of exposing the truth and teaching, healing my people, and standing with them. So I thank you very much for supporting me, both good and bad people. It's all making me to live. Okay, if people don't talk bad about you, you are not making progress. So I support all of you, and I thank you very much for the things you are doing, and I will still be with you. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.